Welcome to the Divine Hangout. I'm your host, Hillary Jubilee. It is my intention that when you listen to this podcast, you experience an increase in peace, abundance, and divine miracles in your life experience. If you love all things spirituality, wellness, healing, manifestation, and miracles, you are in the exact right place at the exact right time. Let's enter the portal together. Hey, welcome back to the Divine Hangout. It's Hillary, and we are back with another episode. And today's episode is the Isn't It Wonderful challenge results. So I'm just going to whip through some things that I wrote down when I was doing the Isn't It Wonderful challenge. If you don't know what that is, I'll link the video, the original one, or the original episode in the show notes if you're listening to the podcast, or in the description if you are on YouTube. So basically, the Isn't It Wonderful challenge is kind of a Neville Goddard thing, and you just basically affirm, isn't it wonderful? And you feel as though something wonderful is happening to you right now, and you just say, isn't it wonderful, for 2 weeks straight. So if you're just seeing this now, it's never too late. Test it out for yourself and see what wonderful things come up, and comment down below what comes up for you. I would love to hear it, or DM me as well. I would love to hear. So during the Isn't It Wonderful challenge, my boyfriend Joe and I went to the Rifflandia festival here on the island, and Vancouver Island in BC is where we live. And it's just a music festival. It's 6 days, 2 separate weekends, and we went every day. And en route to Rifflandia on our first or second day, we parked like kind of up the road, and then we were skipping down the road. We were just like excited, and I started singing, "We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz," and then I realized that it was wonderful was in the title. I just started laughing. It was so funny. Got a lot of compliments during that time. A lot of wonderful, nice people complimenting me, which was nice. When we were at that music festival, I saw a girl that I hadn't seen since middle school, like a girl that I was best friends with in middle school, and she was like, "We're almost 30, and I was like, "I am 30, and she's like, "Oh yeah," and then she remembered my birthday, and I thought that was cute. She was like, "Oh yeah, February," I was like, "Yeah." So that was fun. And then we saw Paris Hilton at the festival, and it was just such fun vibes. Like, she was just good vibes. She was actually a really good DJ, surprisingly. You like have a preconceived idea about Paris Hilton, like, she was actually a really good performer. She put on a great show. It was really fun. And then that whole night was really amazing. The festival had 3 different stages, and we just followed our intuition of which stage to go to over the night, and we discovered some new bands with really great music, like local bands that we saw live, which were like amazing. And yeah, just like followed our intuition the whole night, and just like good vibes everywhere we went. So it was like very wonderful time. So another wonderful thing is that I've moved in here with Joe into his place, out of my parents' basement suite, and in with my partner, and which was wonderful. But his freezer has been broken, like, since I've known him. It's just like a whole thing with the fridge, and we gotta manifest fixing that. But I was bugging him about it, like, okay, like, we need to get that fixed. Like, I need my smoothies and my like frozen fruit, like. And then randomly his sister offered a deep freeze to us, so we now have a deep freeze for all of my frozen food needs. Another wonderful thing that happened was my cousin, if you go to the episode A Dreamy Place to Live, my cousin manifested a really cool rental. He's 19, and yeah, that's a really cool story. He was just like having a horrible time, and I was like, hey, like, let's manifest, like, I'm manifesting good home vibes for you. And he actually manifested it for himself as well, and it's a really cool story, so check that out as well. So that was wonderful. And then another wonderful thing that happened was my friend Sandra sent me all these beautiful, like, gratitude voice notes, and it just, like, I got a download for the idea to put the gratitude clip at the beginning of one of my episodes, so I ended up doing that. I think it's in like the mirror episode, I think. The mirror technique episode, yeah, it's in that one. So I put it at the beginning, and I had this download to, like, so if you're listening, send me your clips of gratitude in a voice note on Instagram at Hillary Jubilee, and I might put it at the beginning of an episode, because I just the vibes of it. She was like, oh, I just woke up, I'm so grateful for the sun, I'm so grateful for the air quality, like, we've been having wildfires here, and it's like, it's smoky in the air, and it's like some people are sensitive to it. So she was saying like the air quality is getting better, and just her kitten was cuddling her, and just like the whole vibe of the gratitude clip. I was like, oh, this needs to go on my podcast. So if you want to send me a beautiful, genuine clip of gratitude, please do so. And I would love to hear it, and I would love to post it on the podcast. So the wonderful thing about that was that she sent me the gratitude, and that I got a download for like an extra thing to add into my podcast, which was super fun. And finally, my family was over at my parents' a few weeks ago when I was doing this challenge, and my grandma's husband, so he's kind of my grandpa, he did a mushroom journey, so like a psilocybin guided experience with a guide or whatever, doing psilocybin for like a healing thing, and he completely healed his arthritis in 1 6-hour session, and he no longer has arthritis. So that pretty much takes the cake. That is an amazing, wonderful thing. So there are no limits to what wonderful things can come up when you say, isn't it wonderful? So please try it. Let me know if you do. Love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.